Two one-loss teams set to lace it up. This ought to be fun, and we're underway on EA Sports. This will make it into the end zone, and he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. First carry for the 2018 Pro Bowler, James Conner. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. At the 28-yard line.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
On second down, Conner looking for space. A first down for Conner and then some. And brought down across the 50 to the 49-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there.
A good carry and a first down by James Conner, and this Pittsburgh team is really hoping he's back in form because last year the entire Pittsburgh offense suffered without Ben Roethlisberger quarterback. James Conner only 715 combined yards, but in 2018 he was a Pro Bowl running back. Combined yardage that year, 1,470. They're hoping for 2018 James Conner in 2020.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
Alert, alert.
Throwing now, Roethlisberger on first down. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
Good catch by Deontay Johnson, and he really helped fill a void during his rookie season when he had 59 catches that led the team, and he was first among all rookie receivers last season as well. Not bad for the 10th wide receiver selected in the 2019 draft. Really good play. Expects to continue to get better in this Pittsburgh offense.
On first and 10 is Conner. About 3 yards there to the 27.
Roethlisberger hands to James Conner.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. Eric Ebron, the big tight end, his intended target. And it's 3rd down.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
66. Jack 16.
On 3rd down, Roethlisberger. Flushed out right. Good work by that Bronco defense, and it leads to a 4th down.
Complete on the throwaway. Results in a 4th down.
So on 4th down, the Steelers call on the number of Chris Boswell for the field goal try. This from 44 yards out, left hash. And he missed it. It's no good, and this will remain a scoreless game.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it, and this one winds up no good.
Locke and the Broncos going to come up 1st and 10 at the 34. And from the shotgun, he'll throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. He was looking for Tim Patrick that time. And now it's 2nd down.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the Tucker rule that they can fall back on anymore.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Locke. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. From the gun, it's Locke. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this.
This is caught inside the 15. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
First and 10 at the 11-yard line.
He's coming. Double up, double up. He's coming, double up.
Middle. Out of the shotgun, they'll run with Connor. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Roethlisberger. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. And they brought the pressure there just right up the gut, didn't they?
Yeah, they certainly did. And, you know, when you've got so many different responsibilities as an offensive line, you got to deal with the nose tackle, the 2 defensive tackles or ends, and then sometimes you just can't account for everyone. The linebacker slipped free.
Screen pass to Connor. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
So you wonder what's going on in that head right about now. That's 2 missed field goals for him now, and this one should have been no problem.
For an NFL kicker, you're thinking 97, 98% from this distance, and this one somehow fails to go through. And that's 3 points you just absolutely have to count on getting.
They'll run for the first time with Phillip Lindsay. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage.
Taken down right.
No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
No gain on the play.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. From the gun, Locke. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8. He missed on his first 3 passes, was 0 for 3. Now gets a connection. Maybe that'll get him going.
Yeah, it wasn't a time for panic, but there was some concern because once you start in a certain pattern, you're wondering, can you get out of it? And that flips the other way, too, when you're throwing it really well. In this case, now he's got his first completion. They think he might be off to the races.
Open man, he completes it to Judy.
Jerry Judy.
First time these two have hooked up this afternoon, and it's a first down.
Broncos.
Operating from the gun. Locke. He's got his big tight end, Fant. That catch good for only a couple.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost his bread and butter is a good running back dive play.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Again, it's Locke. Open man, Hamler, that's complete. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be 3rd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. We're scoreless after 1. The Steelers now in the nickel here on 3rd down. Locke looks to throw it again. They're going for Hamler, but this is intercepted. It's picked by the linebacker, T.J. Watt. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
They'll run on 1st down. Connor. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. That one 28 yards on the ground.
They put it all together on that one. Good vision, good blocking. A toss play to the left. How do you toss it?
Yeah, a toss is the underhand kind of egg toss. The pitch is kind of, if you're running the option, you pitch it end over end, correct?
Yeah, I agree totally. I agree totally. And in the NFL, we'll see a lot more tosses than pitches. Because if you're pitching it, you might lose your quarterback.
Absolutely.
He's checking, he's checking. Kill. Check the backer, 50.
Throwing on 2nd down. Roethlisberger. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. A.J. Boye with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Take over 1st and 10.
Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3. Block on the give. It's Lindsey. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
Every year we spend a lot of time and money evaluating the top prospects for the NFL draft. How about when we all get fortunate and see a guy like Philip Lindsay, an undrafted free agent who had 1,000 yards rushing his first 2 years in the NFL. Can run between the tackles, run with power, and catch the ball in the backfield.
Tackled back at the 28-yard line.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
He was trying to get it to K.J. Hamler, the rookie, and it's 3rd down.
Nowadays, quarterbacks don't mind throwing into coverage because of the confidence they have in their receivers to come down with the ball. But sometimes you have to be careful you don't get too confident and throw an interception.
On 3rd and long, it's Locke. He'll get this to Philip Lindsay, complete. And he can only manage to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the 1st down.
There's another example where defensive coaches constantly preach, not allowing any run after the catch. They give up a few more yards than they wanted to, but they were able to get him down quickly and force a 4th down.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. They do go for it. It's Locke. Oh, hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Steelers, they're going to take over an excellent field position.
45 to Mike.
On 1st down, it's Connor, and they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
The line of scrimmage.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
At the 39-yard line.
Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. He Ebron caught left side. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
From the gun, a give to Connor. And the Steelers are going to have a first and goal. It's some good running there. Gets them down to about the 2-yard line. Knock it on the door. 5 yards, a good run there. And now second and goal.
Up second and goal.
Watch the twist. Watch the twist. Watch the safety creep.
They'll look to run with Connor. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on third, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that second down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
They'll try to surge ahead with Connor. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. James Conner, his first touchdown here of the new campaign, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. And he'll put it through to make it 7-0 Steelers.
Makes the score Steelers 7, Broncos nothing. Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Now this will make it into the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
Broncos take over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Now the second down throw on target. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
A 9-yard gain on the play.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
17 yards for the Broncos there as they've got themselves a first down. Locke working out of the gun. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete. Devin Bush, the linebacker, was the one there in pass coverage.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Trying to lob it in there, but it's incomplete. K.J. Hamler, the intended receiver. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
And 10 yards to go.
Again, they'll throw with Locke. And, oh, he took that in one-handed. What a grab. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A big one there on 3rd down. They hit for 30 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Screen pass to Lindsey. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Locke. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Noah Fant there to make the grab. And the Broncos are an extra point away from tying the football game. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2.
Ties the game at 7. Brendan McManus to kick off for Denver.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this carries into the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And we're under a minute to go here in what's been an even first half, all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple completions, just string them together. Could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens.
And he connects with Vance McDonald. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. On 1st and 10, it's Roethlisberger. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half.
26-yard line.
They'll throw on 1st down with Roethlisberger. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Justin Simmons. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
The drive will commence with a run by Lindsey. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he's going to have a first down, but not sure it'll matter as the clock will continue to run. Give him 2 on the play there, and it'll give the Broncos a first down. On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play.
All time.
So a touchdown apiece. That's what we have to show at halftime as they head to the locker room. 7-7 our score. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
1st and 10.
The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. And now the drive starts with a completion out to the right. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Throwing now is Locke. This is the tight end Fant. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a pickup of 12. 2nd play in a row with a 12-yard gain. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Shotgun snap to Locke. And Locke throws another one. It's intercepted. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe.
What a nice read and play by the defensive tackle. Never bought the play-action fake. Went right for the quarterback and put him on the ground.
Here's 2nd and 10. From midfield now, here's Roethlisberger. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Bradley Chubb doing what he does best, getting that sack.
So when you have good field position to start a drive and you give up back-to-back sacks, that can be demoralizing for a team.
So the sack, and now a 3rd and long situation for the Steelers and Ben Roethlisberger. Now it's Roethlisberger looking deep here for Ebron. And that's caught inside the 30. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. They'll run on first down. Connor. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. To the right side to Eric Ebron. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. A nice little screen. They get 6 on first down. 4 yards remain on 2nd down. Ball on the 10.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
3rd and 4.
45. Hey, alert. Let's go. 45's the mark. I got you.
Now Roethlisberger eluding the pressure right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Von Miller, he was the one getting in there, able to wreak his usual havoc.
So how many different ways can we say that Von Miller is an absolute nightmare to prepare for any offense? An absolute dominant force on the defensive side of the ball. Double-digit sacks in 7 of his 9 seasons in the NFL. And when he finished the 2019 season, 2nd in total sacks in NFL history among active players, behind only Terrell Suggs.
And this one is no good. He missed it. And we will remain tied here in this 3rd quarter. Well, close game, second half. You obviously hate to leave 3 out on the field.
Especially in a game like this when you know points are hard to come by. That was one of their best opportunities so far, and they come away with nothing.
Now a throw over the middle, and he's got it to start the drive. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Cameron Sutton. And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line.
The Steelers take over.
We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take? to get back on track.
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. On first down, it's Connor, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. 38-yard line, 2nd and 11.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack.
Well, how about that? A dime set on defense, 6 defensive backs. None of them blitz. They're just back there in coverage. Defensive lineman gets the sack.
That's where the O-line, they go to the sideline, they keep their helmets on so the cameras can't find them, right?
Yeah, the cameras can't find them, but I know one thing. The O-line coach will.
Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Locke and the Broncos going to come up 1st and 10 at their own 23. He'll start things with a handoff to Lindsey. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
That's going to be caught by Judy. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
Gain of
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Lock now on 1st down. Left side here, that's the tight end Fant. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a 1st.
Noah Fant was a 1st-round pick in 2019, and he was picked because of his receiving skills. Had 40 catches in his rookie season for 562 yards. Did have 2 games where he topped 100 yards in each of those. Yes, he's still developing as a blocker, but that's not why he went in the 1st round. He went there for his ability to make big plays down the field.
Devin Bush, the Steelers' leading tackler as a rookie last year, gets another there. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Lock throwing complete here to Judy. And he's going to get this inside the 30. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco 1st down.
And the Broncos 1st down.
They go back to the ground now with Lindsey. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
So now factoring in the face mask, here's 1st and 10. To throw it is Lock. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And here he'll get it down to the 7. The 1st down screen pass, good for 5.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
On On second down, a run with Lindsey. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4.
That call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
The Broncos on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. They're up against a 3rd-and-1 situation. They'll go again with Lindsey. And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th-and-1.
It's now 4th down.
Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down. They'll run for it. It's Gordon. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score.
Touchdown.
A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Broncos have taken the lead. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
14.
McManus's point after is good, and that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Taken in the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
The 36-yard line.
Throwing now, Roethlisberger on 1st down. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The intended receiver there, the rookie Chase Claypool. But it'll be 2nd down.
10.
Here we go.
Roethlisberger here finding Johnson. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He gets it left side to Johnson. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That one goes for 24 yards. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Roethlisberger will hand the counter. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 1.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. So with the completed pass and the yardage they got, they'll decline the penalty.
So obviously more yards on the pass completion than they would have gained with the penalty. They did the math. They did it well.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. James Conner with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag. So they will accept the penalty and move forward.
Chris Boswell, the kickoff for Pittsburgh.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
clock, and the Broncos going to come up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. He'll set up to throw. He's got his big tight end, Fant, and he'll get nothing out of that one. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he rifles one incomplete. He was looking for the rookie Jerry Jeudy there, and it's 3rd down. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here? Or is it just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Now they go screen. It's complete. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
It's 4th down.
Now look at this, 4th and 12, and they're going to line up to go for it. They'll go for it. It's Locke. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Cameron Sutton. A great pick, nice return, but you know he's just beating himself up inside for not getting all the way in.
No doubt about it, because he had visions of end zone in his mind. Going to be the total hero. But we did see there the emphasis on it's not just good enough to pick it off anymore. Bring it back, get the yardage, and really help out your offense.
They'll try to run it. This is Connor. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Punching it in from a yard away. Then the Steelers capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. And it's no good. Well, that could be a critical miss here in a one-score game in the 4th.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. KJ Hamler returning it. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Yeah, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. Had his hands on it, but dropped it. The rookie making a little bit of a rookie mistake. 3rd down. Back to throw. Locke. Got a man. It's Jeudy complete. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Bronco 1st down. Locke to throw. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. To throw is locked. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. They'll look to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Now counter. And he'll lose yardage here. Back to the 15. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock.
15-yard line.
Second and 12, and you'd have to assume another all-out effort to stop the run is coming. Roethlisberger to throw. Ebron with it over the middle. The 40. The 30. 10. 5. And he's across for the late touchdown. And in the final seconds, that one should just about put a capper on this game.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you've still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you've got to feel good about your chances.
14. Chris Boswell.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Hamler now to return it. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
On the return, the Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They can't do much at this point, partner. This one is going to go down in the loss column.
You don't make up for what is...
Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. T.J. Watt in there to make the sack on what will be the final act in this ball game.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. But he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
So this one in the win column for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.
So for the Steelers, they make amends for their Week 1 loss by winning their home opener. And they'll get to stay put for a few days as